How's it going, guys? Welcome back. We're going to play a little bit of Standard today. Dominaria United just came out here, and you can get 3 free packs just for clicking on my video. No, just kidding. Actually, you can get 3 free packs by putting in a code, and I'm going to tell you the code. So you go to the store, you go up here to redeem code, and you type in play DMU. And it'll give you 3 packs. I already redeemed it. You just saw I got these 3 packs. Oh, there's 4 now. Okay, I guess I had one already. And you can get you some cards to start out. Yeah, you can see here we got a Cave Zoilos, Squee. We got one of the Defilers, the green one, pretty good. And a Sarah Paragon. So there's a deck that I've been kind of tweaking. Well, all my old stuff that I've been playing went out of style, as you can see with these red exclamation points. But I have a deck that I've been playing that I revamped away a bit, and you know what it is. It's the Dusk Mangler. He's still in Standard, so we need a new build around for him, and it's really going to be about the same deal as before. Actually we're playing 4 colors. I think we're playing black, blue, a little bit of white, red, only 1 red card with the Fable, but we're also going to play Runo, Stormkirk, and 1 Kato, Satora, Umezawa, and we're going light on the other cards. We're playing Toxrill, just 1 copy of Toxrill, and 4 Dust Manglers. He's the main one. We're also playing 4 Invoke Despairs. We're playing the new Shieldridge Restoration, which gets you something back for just 4 mana, and it has some kicker. So you're going to lose some life this card unless you kick it, and then you gain life. So we're probably going to lose a little life with this, but that's going to be okay. Graveyard Shift. This can be at instant speed whenever Tainted Indulgence is online, because we're running some of those. Also, Graveyard Shift is online, so we can do some after draw phase type shenanigans, sneak in a Dust Mangler and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty fun. We're running 1 copy of Modern Age, a few Infernal Grasps, a few of the new cut downs. Let's see what else are we running that's new. I didn't have Trespasser before. I put these in there because they just help you a lot in the early game. There's a strong creature to help survive people's nonsense. 1 Junji. The sideboard basically got some more counters and a lot of removal. Basically, in case we're going against aggro, something more control-y. We can take out some of these draw discard things if we need to. And the land base, yes, very heavy on these 4 types of lands. We got all of them for the colors we need. Basically, we're running everything but green. We're running a couple Xander's Lounge, just 1 of each basic there. A Crystal Grotto, which is a new card. The ETB Scry is kind of nice sometimes, and it can help you get that last fix in you need. So, I love that it comes in on tap. I mean, it's not a spectacular land or anything, but it feels decent in this deck so far. So I've play tested a few matches. I haven't even named the deck yet. It's just new deck 2 right now. But let's do some standard matches and see how it goes. Rank standard, best of 3. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe for more. I post it regularly. And also hit the like button. It would mean a lot for supporting this video. Leave a comment. That also helps a lot. This is probably going to be the first video on the new channel for all my MTG arena games, and that's going to be General Bad Player. Yep, General Bad Player is getting his own name, because the old channel is just going to be more about collecting and how to play the game and that type of stuff. This one's just going to be actually playing the game. Alright, so let's see. Opening hand. Opponent goes first. Looks like it put us up against a diamond. That's okay. This hand is awful, though. We have nothing we can cast. The island's good. The mountain is useless. Do we trust the deck that will draw something? No, I don't think we trust the deck. And okay, this is a lot of lands, but at least it's better for us, so we'll give it a keep. I guess we put back one of these many lands. I'll put back a Sanctum. I kind of want to scry off this Grotto to make sure I get another spell, because this is already 3 black mana for the Invoke. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're just going to start off with this Xander's Lounge. That at least gets us the red we need, and here we go. Opponent just playing mono red so far. Rada's Firebrand. This is new. What the heck does this do? It's a 3/1 for 2 mana. When it attacks, target creature defending player controls with power less than Rada Firebrand's power can't block. And for domain, you can pay 6, costs 1 less for each land type to buffer up, +2/+2. Alright, so this looks like mono red so far, so he's probably not going to use that domain ability. So let's think about this. Yeah, he's a little impatient. That's fine. Patience is kind of ups our odds. Maybe he might misplay more, but aggro is hard to beat with this deck, so we'll see what we can do. Let's go ahead and play this Grotto, get our Scry, and then we'll play our Fable. Another land. Well, this land I wouldn't mind actually in some ways. Yeah, let's just keep it. It is our fourth black source for the Invoke Despair. So with that land, we can get the Invoke off on turn 5 properly. So we'll keep it up there. And we got other stuff we can discard like this island and maybe this Faithful Mending to the Fable in a little bit. There's a play with fire on my little goblin that Fable created. And move into opponent's turn. Let's see what he does. Draw, attack, and no other plays. Interesting. Okay. We'll discard 2. We'll discard this island and this Mending. I just don't feel like we'll need them. We can always flashback Mending if we really need it. Let's play another land. Oh, we don't have any plays. So we could Mending. We can do this at instant speed, so we'll just pass. I think we're going to Mending and discard. I don't want to risk discarding anything too important. He's not doing much. It looks like we can stabilize here at 11 potentially. I think we're fine. We get our little Fable to flip here. And we can play our last black source there, and we can just cast Invoke. That'll get rid of his creature, and it'll draw us a couple cards and drain him some. And hopefully this, he's kind of mana screwed over there. I don't know why he kept his hand, but it is what it is. Looks like he's going to kill our reflections. It's fine with me. Not too worried about it. We draw a couple cards. This is good. If we get a couple extra basics or something, we can Faithful Mending them away, and that's fine with me. Okay, we got plenty of basics. I think we just, let's see, play the Sundown Pass probably. Plenty of white, plenty of red. Maybe I like the Shipwreck March better. And then we can just Invoke Despair again. I think we'll just keep doing this until he dies, basically. So fill our hand all the way up to 7, and we'll get rid of his Rabbit Battery. It's like he's a little unhappy about this and is going to respond with a play with fire. And okay. You can always tell when people are a little triggered because they make plays that don't really make sense. Like, the play with fire would be better at the end of my turn, but doesn't matter. He's still got hasty creatures, so I need to do something quick or we are in trouble. Let's go ahead and play this Haunted Ridge, and we could play a Dusk Mangler here. He might just kill the goblin and swing again, so we don't want to do that. Let's get a Dusk Mangler. We can discard one of these mountains. It's going to make him sack a creature, lose some life, discard a card. And we got a blocker if he runs out another haste creature, so this is going to be our best bet here. We got really lucky that he had a slow start, because as you can see, we were down to 5, and he didn't even have a great start. Opponent plays his 4th mountain, plays an Unstoppable Ogre. When ETBs, target creature can't block. Okay. Well. Oh, and he gives it haste. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so he still got there with some interesting can't block mechanics there. Alright, so what we want to do in this case is we want to run some more... just some more stuff to stop his attackers before they get at us. So cut down, Infernal Grasp, Hero's Downfall, Path of Peril might even be good here. And we can get rid of some of this discard, draw discard stuff. It's not going to be so good. Maybe a couple Fables can go. One of these Restorations can go. Most of the stuff's kind of still okay. Modern Age is probably okay. Take out a Mending, take out a Faithful Indulgence. I like having these guys just for blocking potential at this point. I think we'll just take out, let's see. We'll probably just drop one land here somewhere, maybe the Sundown Pass or something. The Vanquish the Horde, these are probably just too slow. It's the reality of these cards. I will put in one Depopulate though. And let's see, what else do we take out? Let's see, I'm a little heavy on the lands, I think. When I'm running 23, okay, I guess that's not that heavy on the lands. I'll just take out one of the Satoris and maybe one of something else here. I'll take out one of these Path of Perils there. That's fine. Okay, so we're just running a lot heavier on the removal here. And we do get to be on the play this time. Awful hand, 1 mountain, nothing we can cast. Definitely mulliganing that. This looks a little better. We at least got some plays that we can set up. Faithful Mending puts you down a card. Maybe I should have cast those Mendings last game just for the mana. Let's put back something. I think we just put away this Mending. We don't really have a good spot to play. Start out with the Lounge again. And this is a bit of a slow hand. We need some good draws because if he's coming out the gate with the Rabbit Battery. Okay, we got a Path of Peril. That's good. So we'll be able to play that on turn 3 potentially. That's good. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Play the Sanctum. I think we just go ahead and play this. Stop the bleeding. He's going to swing for at least 4 next turn, maybe more. So get a little 2 for 1 there while we can. Opponent plays a mountain. Okay, we get Satoru Umezawa. Play this land first and play him. He's got 4 toughness, so he's a little hard to deal with. Just one simple play with fire doesn't get him out of the way so well. I don't really have any creatures to ninjutsu, but of course, ideally, we ninjutsu in something like Dusk Mangler, which is always fun. Graveyard Trespasser's good. Go ahead and pop that in. That's going to gain us some life, give us a good blocker. That should kind of mess up his game plan. Pretty good here. No attacks. We don't want to aggro him down, really. or give him any more opportunities than he needs. He's still got 5 cards in hand. There's a Hammerhead. Gonna make something not be able to block. Choose a Satoru, probably pretty wise. He's going to choose the Graveyard Trespasser, but he's going to have to discard a card if he does this. And he does. He gets rid of an Abrade. Okay, I really don't mind that too much. Another Trespasser. That's pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead and swing with this Trespasser and exile the battery. Gain us a life here. Play another Trespasser. Oh, no, that's a ninjutsu. We don't want to do that. All right. Just play it after combat, and nothing else really to remove. We'll get rid of the Abrade, and that gives us another blocker, which is the most important thing. And hopefully we top deck a land so we can start playing these invokes. But if he keeps up with this somewhat annoying you can't block strategy and we don't get removal, we could be in actually a little trouble. His deck isn't too bad. I like its design. It's very good against a specific subset of decks, though. It's not the standard burn you to the ground deck. So we'll see. He's probably going to choose Satoru so he doesn't have to discard here. At least that's what I would do if I were him. And let's see what else he does. He might be holding an Abrade or something. I'm going to block Rod, of course, and take 4. Not too bad here. A couple more creatures in the graveyard that could potentially be exiled so we can gain some more life off the Graveyard Trespasser. But really, we still need a land. That's pretty good there. We can get our Trespasser back. We do lose a little life off the deal. Let's swing with the Trespasser again. Get some life. And then I guess we got to play this on our Trespasser again. Just get it right back. Nothing to remove here, really. We'll get rid of the Hammerhead. So, yeah, we lost 3 life for that CMC there. But it's probably going to save us more than 3 life just having this creature. So it's probably worth it. He swings. Yes, we do have to double block. Just make sure we don't die here. Couple creatures die. He does get to draw a card off of the old Sticky Fingers. Interesting card. Professional Facebreaker there. Come on, top deck a land. Come on, top deck a land. We got Invoke Despair's just waiting at the ready. There's the Abrade to finish off Satoru. A Tainted Indulgence. It's somewhat okay. Let's see. What's he got in the yard? He's got no creatures. Oh, wait, 1 creature. So it does make some sense to swing. Facebreaker can't get pumped up, so I don't think it can kill us. And if we wait, yeah, let's attack here and hope we don't die. It's going to be a bit of a close one, but basically I'm going to save this Wash Away to counter whatever he tries to do to kill us. And if there's nothing to counter, then I'll just use my Tainted Indulgence. And I can start exiling my own creatures just for life at this point. He's going to exile his top card, see if it's playable. Looks like it's another Facebreaker. This is actually pretty good. Goes to attack, swings, yep. Get your damage in, get your treasure. Facebreaker is a pretty strong card there. Lightning Strike to do 3 to me. Do I allow it? That's a little too low. He can still play his Facebreaker after this. Pressuring me to act quickly. I think he's just got it. Let's see. Do we counter this? We have to deal with a Facebreaker if he doesn't. Yeah, I think we do, and just hope we get a good top deck. Let's go ahead and do it. This guy is extremely impatient, which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me whether he's impatient or not. We got timers. Oh, he actually had it. Yeah, he had the kill there with the Play with Fire. So sometimes, this is just a thing. Quick little rant here. Sometimes people do this. They get all like, I don't know how to explain it. They get all nervous and antsy and red-faced and like show that their nerves are on edge, basically to try to get you to like mess up plays. So watch out for that. If people do that, sometimes they don't realize they're doing it, but a lot of times they're just being jerks just to see what they can get away with type of thing. Opponent's down to 3. Opponent has to block this or he dies. So this is a perfect way to just pressure and force him to have a good top deck or he loses. Yeah, I think that's what you got to do. You got to stay patient. Don't let him get to your nerves and make the wrong play and just bring it home. So let's go on to game 3. We're 1-1 here. I'm kind of happy with what we got going on. I feel like maybe I could bring in another Wash Away or something and that would be okay. Or another Satoru. He's pretty good at blocking that guy's creatures. What do I take out? I could take out this last Mending. Do I have any other ways gaining life? I guess my other way is kicking this Shieldred's. Yeah, let's maybe take out a Grasp and Satoru. And take out kind of with this other Path of Peril. Nah, whatever. Let's just go with it, I think. Thinking. Let's see. I just feel like we're going to get swarmed, quite frankly. Yeah, let's just leave it. I like having the 1 Mending in there. It's just like a last-ditch life gain. It's not ideal. Mono Red's probably the hardest matchup for us with this deck, or one of the harder ones. Control's pretty hard too, or can be, but I don't know. I feel a little better against Control than I do against Mono Red. Our deck is just kind of slow and okay, this is not bad. We got a Tainted Indulgence. We got to depopulate. We got some mana. I feel okay with that. Let's go ahead and get our mana set up. See if we can get an early game path of peril to wipe a few creatures again. There's an alchemist. Not bad. Probably should play the island, but it's not super important. Oh yeah, those are super deadly. So he's going to run those out, and I think we're going to just either set up a Path of Peril or depopulate. Yeah, I could have done it this turn, got a 2-for-1. I'm going to go for the 3-for-1 with the depopulate instead. Brimstone Vandal, Menace, it's neither day or night. Okay, whenever it flips to day or night, it does 1 damage to each opponent. Okay, that's interesting. Let's play this, yet another Sanctum, and let's go ahead and cast this Depopulate and get a nice 3-for-1 there. No multicolored creatures, so no one's drawing anything. I like this spell. I have a few multicolored in my deck, so sometimes it'll just, yeah. Alright, there we go, Gatekeeper. So now whenever I cast a sorcery, it's going to hurt me a little bit. That's interesting. Not too bad, though. I think we just go ahead and do our Invoke here, though, and that's going to get us some new cards. I'll take 2 damage for it, but he is down to just 2 cards in hand. I'm not super worried about that. Where does this go now? Back to exile. Okay. And it looks like he might be out of stuff. Yeah, let's just play Runo Stromkirk. So if you have a Dust Mangler in your yard, when you cast him, you can put it on top and transform him. And then when he swings with a Dust Mangler, you can copy Dust Manglers. It's great. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this card before. I haven't really played it on the channel, but it's kind of old news at this point. People have already played it a bunch and done their thing. Asked to attack, sure. So that thing's got Menace. I'm going to go ahead and do this Tainted Indulgence and see what we draw. Okay, I think we toss a Mangler maybe? I'm gonna just toss the path. I don't think we need a land on top. Cool. We drew all 4 Shattered Sanctums. Play a land. Let's play the Mangler, and we will just discard a card. We can just discard this Plains. We don't really need it anyway. Mangler should set us up pretty well to close out this 3rd game. Runo Stormkirk's only 1 damage. I'm not even going to swing. I mean, he could do some hasty stuff and make Dust Mangler unable to block, and that's devastating. So we don't really want to do that. Oh, we got a Dust Mangler on top. Lucky Dust Mangler. So we can swing, double up the Dust Mangler, and make it get more triggers. But he just concedes on that and doesn't want to see any more. Bit of a bitter opponent there, but don't let him get to you, man. Don't let people's nonsense get to you. Just, you know, it's a very logical game. You just make the best plays you can with the cards you got, and just regard emotion the best you can if you want to actually win. It's different when you're playing for fun. Bring all the emotion you want if you want to, you know, get some drama going, if that's your thing. I don't know, people play Commander in different ways and that kind of thing. But anyway, let's go on to the next game. All right, let's see what we're up against. We're up against opponents going first, Donnie 84. We have 0. This is not a hand. Yeah, definitely got them all again that. No lands. Okay, this is better. We got some lands. Need blue for Runo. We do have Fable potential. We'll keep this. Now, I could put back a land, but I think I'm just going to put back Runo in this case, because I've got the Mangler set up to discard. Well, let's see. The problem is I just can't cast Runo unless you draw a land. I can cast everything else. Let's see, we discard the Mangler with Fable, and then we play, if we can get a Runo play, we can start the copy shenanigans. In that case, I'm going to put back, so I got to put back Runo. It's just, the Graveyard Trespasser is just so good at stabilizing the early game. Runo's not so great at that necessarily. All right, there we go. Opponent playing Deserted Beach and then an island. We got a Haunted Ridge and then a Sundown Pass. And we've top decked 2 lands in a row, neither of which produce blue. So I think we made the right choice to put Runo down. There's a Wedding Announcement. Another card that's can be trouble dealing with. Let's play a Shattered Sanctum, play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and get our little Goblin Shaman. Pass the turn. Donnie plays a Swamp there. Let's see what he does with his 4 mana. It looks like it's a Sarah Paragon. Let's discard a Dust Mangler and the Swamp. So I gotta read this Sarah Paragon. I actually have no idea what it was. During each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains when this permanent is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, exile, and gain 2 life. It's Allurus of the Dream Den / Moldratha thing. Alright, well, I think we just have to kill that thing and then probably swing with our Goblin. Yeah. Actually, we're going to do this somewhat oddly and swing with the Goblin, get a treasure. He's going to block. That's fine. We are just going to Turtle Grasp it at this speed. This way we don't lose our Shaman, but we still get our treasure. It's kind of an odd play. And I'm just going to play one of these Trespassers and exile the Paragon thing. I could have swung into the 2/1/1s, but he could have double blocked and killed. This way ensures I get at least 1 more attack, the Goblin, and 1 more treasure, unless he spends a removal on it. So that's the point of what I did there. He plays a Faithful Mending. Little card selection, but you discarded a Fateful Absence, okay, and a Make Disappear. Ooh, those both could have been very devastating to me. I'm really happy to see that. All right, Kiki flips. We have a Dusk Mangler in the yard, and we got Shieldreds. It's gonna make us lose a bunch of life, and he might have a board wipe. So I think we wait till next turn on this. Yeah, we're gonna swing with the Goblin and see what he does here. It's gonna double block. Interesting. Sure. Do a quick little trade there. Let's see. Nothing I'm really too... He could Faithful Mending. I actually don't mind if he Faithful Mendings again because he goes down cards in his hand overall if he does that. Well, actually not when you flash it back. Another wedding announcement. Okay. Alright. I don't know if that's gonna win him the game or anything. It is kind of good though. Our Graveyard Glutton is getting huge. Now that he's tapped out, the only thing he could possibly have is an offer you can't refuse to counter with. But let's see. I need one more mana to kick this thing. If I kick it, I gain a bunch of life, which would be nice. So I think what we're going to do is just swing with this Glutton here, see what he does. We'll get rid of this Mending and this Fateful Absence. Let's see, what do I need in my yard? I need some more different casting costs, sure. Kill a couple of them, I'm with me. And I think we're just going to hang back on the Dusk Mangler lay and play this Graveyard Trespasser and get rid of that Make Disappear, sure. Clean out that graveyard, nice and good. So our idea here is at the end of turn, we're going to make a copy of the Graveyard Glutton because this has a really special trick on it. You might already know this, but it has create a token, sack it at the beginning of the next end step. So if you wait till after the beginning of the next end step, so you're already in the end step, and then you make the token, it will last till your turn and you untap with everything. So a little bit of a shenanigan trick there. If you have multiple of these, you can keep making copies of the Reflection, and you can make as many as you have mana. You might get to do that at some point, but it's a pretty well-known combo at this point, but not necessarily everyone's seen it or heard it. All right. Oh, I forgot to do it. Oops. All right, we're going to play a little trick on this guy, I think. We'll make a copy of the Glutton, exile some stuff. No, I don't want to exile my yard. I'm going to submit 0, and we're just going to swing with both of them, see what he does here. Submit 0, submit 0. I have plans for my yard. I don't want to just lose it. So he's blocking both, which tells me that he's got a board wipe, right? So we're just going to pass the turn here. We just need one more CMC in our graveyard to get this Tainted Indulgence fully online. Where's the board wipe, buddy? No? Okay. Interesting. We will just do it again. Like, it would be better to do it at the end of turn, but since I already missed it once, and I've already got him on some pretty good pressure, I'm just going to keep doing this. I think it's fine. He's got to find an answer, or this just kills him. In the meantime, we can just keep filling up our hand all the way up to 7. The Obscure Interceptor, Flash, Lifelink. When it comes into play, bounce a spell. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can't use Cut Down on that one. He does get some life here. Gonna block probably the real one. Sure. Take 4. He loses his Interceptor. All right. So I feel like this, he doesn't have a board wipe, right? It's pretty obvious at this point. 3. I just wanted one more mana to be able to do this Shieldreds and not lose a bunch of life. Yeah, we're gonna end turn. We're gonna give it one more turn here. See what happens. See what he plays. But these enchantments should be gone once I start drawing my Invoke Despair, so I'm not super worried about that. But I don't think I'm going to use this Cut Down because of these wedding announcements. They just make it really hard. Is he going to send in for 3 or save a blocker? He's going to save a blocker. Okay, let's Tainted Indulgence. We'll just discard this Cut Down at this point. I think that we do need a 1-drop to get everything online. There's the land we need to kick Shieldreds. He might have a counter. If he does, so be it. Let's go ahead. Okay, Sorcery Speed. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll play the kicker. We'll target Dusk Mangler. Likely we'll see something like a Make Disappear here, but he's only got 3 cards in hand. We got another backup Shieldred, so not super worried about it. Yeah, there's the Make Disappear. All right, very good. So no attacks here. We'll just pass the turn, see what he does. He can't... Yeah, he's definitely running a lot of counters. It seems like I didn't get to see what that did. Bounce a creature. If it was kicked, put it on the bottom of the library instead. Okay, cool. All right, so we got more good stuff here. He's 1 card in hand. I don't know. I think we just go for it again with the kicker and try for the Dusk Mangler again. Either he has it or he doesn't. He doesn't. Okay. And that's gonna give us a bunch of life. Really just wreck everything. Oh, he had a Farewell. I guess he just drew that, or he probably would have played it earlier. 1 Rafine. Okay, that's kind of good, but I do have a Dusk Mangler. Satoru's not too good here. I think we just play the Fable and see what we can get going on here. I'll probably Tainted Indulgence at the end of his turn and see what he does. Obviously, we just want Invoke Despair. We haven't seen any yet, but about anything's good at this point, really. Okay, let's go ahead and do this Indulgence now. All right. Sure. All right. He could swing for 3, but then he won't have a blocker. Let's see if it's worth the trade to him. Seems to be questioning it. So what is this? Rona's Vortex. It sends stuff to the bottom. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Go to my turn. There's finally the Invoke. Discard. We'll discard Satoru and this cut down. They don't really do much. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. We drew Dusk, Mangler, Graveyard Shift, which is online for instant speed reanimation. We also have Invoke Despair, which is the obvious play here. Let's just do that. Get him to sack one of his enchantments, his creature, and we get to draw a card because he doesn't have a planeswalker. And then we can send in with the goblin, get a treasure. And then second main, we can cast with this treasure, Kato Shizuki, and we can do the old draw effect here, so it's working pretty well. Draw a card, and we're pretty far ahead. Another Dusk Mangler off the top. Yeah, we're pretty far ahead at this time. He's got I don't know what he could even draw that would be magical enough to win the game. But he just milled himself with Celeste. Is that what happened there? Or he chose not to. He played Jin-Gitaxias. Jin-Gitaxias counters my first artifact instant sorcery. But I do have Dusk Mangler, which is none of those, and that will take care of Jin. I think I'll just choose to pay 4 life at this point. I'm at a healthy 23, so it's fine. That'll make him sack Jin, and we can get in and get another treasure, and then we can draw a card with Kato, second main, and get him up to 5 loyalty. Looking pretty good here. So Kato's -7 allows us to search up Dusk Manglers and put them onto the field, which is amazing, and looks like opponent's throwing in the towel. After all that. So opponent's got a pretty interesting deck. I think we're going to play Offer and another Wash Away. Maybe get rid of these Mendings. Don't feel like we really need those. Opponent kind of, it was interesting. He had some anti-graveyard stuff main deck, which you don't see too often. I kind of feel like I want to get rid of these cut downs and just bring in Downfall Grass. I could bring in a Pharaoh Well of my own or a Vanquish the Horde. I kind of like the idea of having one of those. So maybe in place of Satoru. I don't feel like Satoru was super good in this case. We'll take out one of him for a Vanquish, and that's fine. Let's go with that. Alright, opening hand is really land heavy, but we do have a Hero's Downfall and a Dusk Mangler. It's not my favorite hand, but at least it gets going without stalling out in land drops or something. So, and we top deck yet another land. Only 23 in the deck, so we should have pretty good odds of drawing stuff like Graveyard Trespasser. We got a Xander's Lounge we can discard if we need to. I kind of want to get it out there as the second blue source or counters, but we'll save it. We just have so much land that I think I'm just going to need to cycle it at this point. Unless I top deck a Wash Away, this lounge is going to the yard for a card. Yeah, let's pass here, see what he does. End of turn, if we don't need to use this Hero's Downfall, and then we will just cycle Xander's Lounge. I still do need a second blue source, but there's a pretty good chance I'll draw one. Our most likely top decks at this point are 4-ofs, like our Graveyard Trespasser, Invoke Despair, Fable, Shattered Sanctum. All those are good except for the Shattered Sanctum. See if opponent does anything. Nope, just flies through his turn. He's probably got the Obscura Interrupter to counter my first spell, so we need to get some dummy spells out there. There's an Offer you can't refuse, a great anti-counter. There's a Shattered Sanctum off the top. We'll just play that. We got one of each of these dual lands out now. Our colors are decently sorted. There's another Faithful Mending. Sure, that one's out of the graveyard. Discards a few useless things, a plains and a cut down. So looks like he had a pretty good mending there. And opponent's still waiting for us. We top deck another Sanctum. My goodness, do they ever end? I guess we just play the Ridge. We'll play out things that produce black, because we're going to need 4 black at some point for the Invoke Despairs. There's a Wash Away. That's good. Now we need another blue source to be able to play this Wash Away properly. And until then, we're just going to land pass. We've still got 2 more Sundowns. Opponent's doing nothing. We got Untainted Indulgence. I guess I play another Sundown. And I'm not going to play the Dusk Mangler into a counter. I can at least wait till I can hold up this Offer you can't refuse. Opponent discarded. We got plenty of Sundown passes. Yeah, I'm just going to play this one more black mana, and we'll pass the turn. End of his turn, we can Tainted Indulgence and see what happens with that. Looks like he goes to end again. I'm going to cast this Tainted Indulgence. Counters it. Awesome. Not. Okay. Discard this Plains. Sort of an odd game. Both people just scared to play at this point. Opponent discarded a Jin-Gitaxias. Oh, right. Well, how much mana do we have? We have enough to hold open an Offer you can't refuse and still play this Dusk Mangler. It's actually not that great though, because he might have a big board wipe. I don't know. We got to make the plays. Oh wait, let's see here. Play this. We will just pay 4 life. I don't think our life total is that important. Obviously, he's got an Obscura Interrupter or Make Disappear. I think we're just going to counter this Make Disappear. There we go. Gives them a couple treasures, but at least the Mangler gets through, and they gotta discard a card and lose 4 life. Discard a card is the bigger part. Giving them a little bit of mana sorta stinks. I really need to draw another blue source at this point. Okay, he's gonna do a Fateful Absence. I'm okay with that room spell, because at least I get to draw a card off of it. He discarded another Fateful Absence. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Now, let's see. Yeah, I guess we play the land. I don't know if we really should. I could save it for a nice discard opportunity. But apparently I'm just going to draw more lands anyway, so it's fine. Got this instant graveyard shift almost online. Still need more mana. Let's go ahead and crack this clue. See what we get off the top here. So we've only got 6 cards in hands. The last Sundown Pass. Oh my goodness. Drawing every single one. I think I'm going to play this Haunted Ridge in this case, and we'll pass from here. So we've got every single Sundown Pass out of the deck. Almost all the Haunted Ridges. Our odds of drawing stuff are increasing. Drawing stuff that's useful, rather. Alright, let's play this Trespasser. It's going to tap kind of oddly. No, tap these. There we go. No stick. Opponent just let that go through. It's possible he's out of counters. Alright, well, we're just going to pass the turn here, see what happens. If he kills the Trespasser, it turns Graveyard Shift into instant speed, because it'll be the 5th different CMC in the yard. So they could be in a little trouble here. There's a Cleaved Path to Peril. That's okay with me. Still got 3 mana open. What's he gonna do? Nothing? Nothing? Go to end of turn? Alright, let's try this end of turn. There's a good chance that he could just counter this with his last 3 mana. Nope, nothing there. Just got no counters. Might be holding more instant speed removal. Let's see what he does. No, just discarded a removal spell. Let's go to my turn. And since we played it in that way, Dusk Mangler is ready to go. Now, I'm willing to bet he's got another big old exile spell, so I'm gonna hold Runo here. Wish I had a blue mana for this wash away. It's just not in the cards. I'm not going to play this 4th Sundown Pass. I'm just going to save it to discard to one of our loot spells. Hopefully we draw at some point. Oh, there's a Fall of Lord Kondu. Each player gains control of all. Okay, what's this flip to in the end? He's going to target that. I do have response. I just want to see what this flips to. Oh, just a little defender. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grasp it so it goes to my yard, and that way I can reanimate it again. I like that play, because that would exile it and it'd be gone forever. But in this case, we can at least pop it back on top with Runo. Stromkirk. There's another Tainted Indulgence. We still need another blue source. Okay, I think he top decked that Fall. Or maybe he was holding it. He could have a counter. That's what I'm getting to, but not necessarily. Let's just play our cards. Yeah, he's holding something. He's got some stick. He's holding some instant. Put Dusk Mangler back on top, and yeah, let's just pass. We're going to still hold this Sundown Pass and just pass. Opponent puts another lore counter on Fall. Gain control of all permanents you own. Okay, doesn't do anything in this case. And eventually he's going to get a wall. There's the Farewell. Exile all creatures. Exile all graveyards. That's fine. I got the Dusk Mangler on top now rather than in my yard, so good timing on that. And he's going to play Rafine. Maybe he doesn't realize. Maybe he doesn't realize I have the Dusk Mangler on top. Poor guy. Because he just played that and then tapped out, and I can just go, hey, Dusk Mangler, autopay, discard this Sundown Pass. I would have liked to play my Tainted Indulgence in response, but I didn't have any blue mana, so this is going to have to do. And I think we're good from here. We will just end the turn. He gets his little Fall guy. Pretty cool little card. I'm going to go Rona's Vortex. Puts it on the bottom of my library. I don't really mind that too much. Kind of surprised he did it there rather than waiting till after the block. Let's go to my turn. I got plenty of mana. Oh, there's the second blue. All right. It's about time. All right, let's just pass the turn. Opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Plays a Rafine. I got so much removal that I don't really care. And we'll probably just cast the removal here. Yes, auto pay. Just award 1. Not a big deal. Auto pay. There we go. Back to my turn. There's a Modern Age. Might discard that to Tainted Indulgence. Yeah, we're going to pass here. I already got a 2 and a 0 in the yard. I just need other stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this Tainted Indulgence. And we will probably discard the Modern Age and see what we get here. Yeah, don't really need the Vanquish, but I'll keep it anyway. Now we'll go to my turn here. Another Infernal Grasp. Okay, let's play the Mirror Breaker. Might end up discarding this Vanquish to Mirror Breaker. This Goblin is well suited to attack every turn right to this wall. Not have much trouble, so that's kind of cool. If he plays anything crazy, we got plenty of removal. We got counters ready. Now I just need to draw some giant threats. Okay, Xander's Lounge is actually kind of good. I'm going to discard Xander's and Vanquish, sure. I like the Xander's because it's another blue source. We just don't really need it that badly. Let's get our treasure here. There's a blue source. Of course, he blocks. That's fine. We're going to hold on to this Haunted Ridge. He's going to cast Cut Down on the Goblin. Okay, I'm okay with this. It's not a big deal, really. I don't need the treasure. I just need a good rip off the top. All right, there's another Fable. We will cast this one too. Get another Goblin Shaman. Not going to play this Ridge because I'm going to discard it. See what we get here. Our most likely draw is a Dusk Mangler. There's a 4 of in the deck right now. There's also 4 Invokes, and we haven't seen any of those. So our key spells are the ones most likely to be played. He's going to exile everything with this. I think I'm just going to use the Wash Away here. Trying to set me back yet again, and I'm just going to open that out. I have 4 mana, so even if he sacks to make disappear, makes me pay 4. I'll pay 4. Actually, I got like, what, 6 mana? Yeah, I got it. It's no big deal. Sure. Auto pay. Casualty it, don't care, auto pay, gets to draw up his fragment, I will auto pay, and Wash Away counters farewell. My turn. He plays a land, and then he passes. Alright, going to my turn, untap a few creatures. Fable allows me to discard 2. I'll discard these 2 lands and draw 2 fresh cards. Very nice. One of them gives me a scry. Let's go ahead and see what's on top. Dusk Mangler. It's about time. We'll leave it there. Alright, so we're going to swing with the treasure dude. And I'm going to hold at the end of his turn to copy some Goblin Shamans. That way I get to untap them. Good game. Yeah. Next turn I can just Mangler, Reanimate. Yeah, it's definitely pretty well over at that point. All right, well, this has been a lot of fun playing the new version of Dusk Mangler here. I think it's still a pretty strong deck. I'm probably going to play it a lot this next month and see how far we can climb with it and see kind of where we hit a wall at what rank. I don't know if it's a top tier deck, but it is very fun and it is very sticky. It's hard for people to gain an advantage over this deck once you get going. So I just think it's a very fun Reanimator deck, and it's a nice little counter backup for the pack we got here. A few cool cards. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. MadOwl / General Bad Player out. Peace.